Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Shed app. In this tutorial, we're talking about how to enter your building data, and we're specifically talking about options in this case. So here we are, we're in our option catalog, and if you need to navigate here, you click on System, Catalogs, Option. And so let's go ahead and click on Add Option. And I want to point out one thing initially, and that is when you select a category, some more fields will generate depending on the category that you've selected. In this case, siding category also brings up allowable colors and default color. And this is important to make sure that these are both filled out when you enter in sidings, roof, and trim. These all need allowable colors and default colors as well. And if I go to doors, you can see that actually goes away. But now let's do a brief overview of everything else as well. So let's start with siding. You can select is default, yes, no. So if this is your default siding, you're going to want to toggle it on. Let's say it's LP Smart Side. And you can add a description, a YouTube video URL to describe the option within the order form, and you can connect a 3D model. And we do have a 3D model for this option here, the LP Smart Siding. You can select that and scroll to the bottom, close that. So we've linked the 3D model for the LP Smart Siding here. And it's also important to select allowable styles. Otherwise, this option will not be allowable. It won't be available for any of your styles. So in this case, I want it to be allowable for all of them, and I want it to be default for all of them as well in this case. So now let's come down here to availability. You can say available for salesperson and available for guest. This allows you to distinguish which options are available for your guest users when they come on to your website and configure the shed. With our configurator, we select the price. In this case, since it's default, we're going to leave it at 0, and now allowable colors. So let's look at the allowable colors here. So this is where it's where it's nice to have the naming convention we mentioned earlier, indicating what the color is for. In this case, it's easy to see the paint colors, so you can select them and avoid selecting the shingle colors in this case. And then we're going to want to select one default color. Let's go with the blue here, and we can click on Add. But I do want to show you doors as well, and some other options. So you can see that default selection went away, as well as the color selection went away. Everything else remains the same. And then the last category I want to show you is the order category. And this category is important because it allows you to add options on top of buildings that are already built, say inventory buildings, or it allows you to add delivery fees, discounts, price adjustments, on-site fees, anything like that. So I'm going to name this a price adjustment in this case. And I'm going to deselect this because it does not need a 3D model linked. And it's allowable on all the styles. That's good. I'm going to say this is a percent of building shell, and this is going to be a 10% increase. I'm going to leave this alone. Let's go 0%. And we have a quantity constraint as well, so we can say this needs to, it can never be more than 1. So we can't add this multiple times, just one time. And then we have the order calculation. So I can make this option add to the salesperson's commission, taxable, eligible for RTO, or I can toggle that off as well. So there you have it. That's how we enter in our options. And again, options are sidings, roofs, trim, doors, windows, exterior options, order options. Pretty much anything that you offer besides the shell is considered an option.